Hi, welcome to another Jen Stampin' for Fun Watch It Wednesday video. I am excited to share with you this card that we made in our technique class earlier this month. My big plan was that I was going to show you guys how to make this card shortly after my technique class, but time has escaped me and now we are moving on to next month's technique class. But I still had this card all ready and all cut and all prepared to do this video. So here we go. I just thought it was perfect for this season because soon the weather will be getting cooler. I live just north of the Toronto area and the weather has actually been super hot lately. So it's a little strange, but we are expecting fall weather any day now. And I thought this was just such a fun sentiment. It says sending warm thoughts. And here's the magic. You open the card and this insert pops up that has a perfect flap to stick like a little coffee gift card. And it says inside, life happens, coffee helps. So I thought that is just perfect just to brighten someone's day, a little gift for fall. So let's dive in and see how it's done. So I took a 8.5 by 11 sheet of early espresso cardstock and I cut it in half. And then what you do, just take your Stampin' trimmer here and just look for the measurements. We are going to score it at 2 inches and 7.5 inches. So put it in here, pop it in at the 2-inch mark, and then score it. We're using the gray blade there. And then we will keep going and score it at the 7.5 inches. Sorry, my camera arm seems to kind of be in the way today, but 7.5 inches, and we'll score it there. Okay, so we've got that out of the way. And so this will be the base of the card, if you can see here. Where's the other score line? Here it is. Okay, so this is where it is. And so the DSP that you will layer on top, I'm using the Coffee Break Designer Series paper in the annual catalog. I just thought it was perfect. And the DSP, this one is 4 inches by 3¼ inches. So we'll stick that right on top. And it fits in this little flap right here. Lines up perfectly. And then still using the Coffee Break DSP, just a different pattern. It's cut at 4 inches by 1¾ inches. So we will layer that on the bottom flap. There we go. Cute. And let's do the front, the little design that I had. I just took kind of a spare piece of Whisper White that I have, and we will take this cute stamp set, which you might not notice in the holiday catalog. It's called Hug in a Mug. It's got so many cute, whimsical images with coffee, tea, all the little toppings, even the spoons, some whipped cream, steam. I love it. It's got pictures, it's got words, even got a little tea bag. So cute. And so of course it's photopolymer because it's a 2-step stamp so that you can kind of layer the different images. And let me pop this on the block. I'm going to use the little coffee mug image, and we'll stamp that with some crumb cake ink. So you'll see how the 2-step stamping works. I was told that 2-step stamping was invented by Stampin' Up, or I don't know whether invented is the right word, but they came up with the idea, which by the way is a totally brilliant idea. And so what 2-step stamping is that you're taking 2 images and they work together to create one single image. So we've got the outline of the mug, and then I'm going to take the inside of the mug. And you do have to kind of take a look. One edge is a little narrower and one edge is wider, so I just kind of, I mean, if it doesn't line up perfectly, it's not the end of the world. But see how you can see through the photopolymer? Line it up, and then you've got the little filled up coffee cup. And we may as well put some steam. I think that would be nice because it's a hot cup of coffee, which doesn't actually happen in my life that often. I might pour myself, I usually actually drink decaf, but I might pour myself that coffee and then get busy doing other things and I end up drinking lukewarm coffee. So it's kind of dreamy to have a hot steaming cup of coffee right there. And let's take these beautiful words that are in this stamp set. It's called Sending Warm Thoughts. Let's grab that saying. And we'll mount it right on. So actually, I haven't needed more than this block, this little block. It's a B block for what we're doing here. But I'm going to match it with the cardstock, so I'm going to use the Early Espresso ink. And what I do is I close the other one so I don't have any accidents there. And you just got to check that you're going the right way. There we go. I have been known to stamp things upside down, in case you wondered. Let me hold it up so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. And I love punches. We're just going to use the 2.5-inch circle punch to punch that out. And I already pre-cut a Early Espresso scallop circle using the layering circles dies. So we can layer those together, and that will be kind of our little focal point on the front of our gift card holder. Okay, so this part I think is pretty straightforward. Actually, the whole thing's straightforward, but I bet you can't wait till I get to the part where, there we go, where I do the insert. So let me tell you about the insert that will be inside. It is, I'll tell you the measurements, it is 7 inches by 3 3/4 inches. So that's 7 inches by 3 3/4. I have already pre-scored it, but I will tell you the measurements. I love the grid paper, it just helps with that. You're going to score at 1 3/4 and then score again at 6 1/2. So what will happen is you'll get kind of like a little flap at one end and a larger flap at the other end. So I want you to see kind of how I'm folding it. One fold goes in one direction and the other fold goes in the other direction. So it actually kind of looks like a Z when you hold it this way. Okay, it's funny. I was demonstrating this card at an event, a stamping event in Michigan, and when I said it looks like a Z, everybody yelled out Z. And I was like, no, I'm Canadian. I say Z, but you can say Z, and that's okay too. So we are accepting of differences. So, sorry, just a little aside there. So what'll happen is this piece will adhere into the inside of the card. Okay, and this piece will be like this. Can you see what's happening? Okay, I haven't stuck it down yet, but this little flap is going to get glued inside here. Not too high up, just kind of further down before the score line. Okay, so that when you open it, it pulls this insert up. So I'm going to use the tear and tape adhesive. Okay. And I like it because it's extra strong, and I think for a card like this, it's good to have that. Oh, of course, the phone doesn't ring all day until I want to do a video. Isn't that fantastic? That's just how it works. We're just going to ignore the phone, but now you know a little secret about our family, and that is my husband likes to play with technology, and he somehow programmed our phone to ring using the children's voices that say, "Daddy, answer the phone." Okay, so that's just a little secret in our family that now you know. Okay, so see, ta-da, ta-da, it just wiggles around. Okay, so let's put the saying inside. Actually, that saying is from another stamp set, which I don't have next to me. So we'll just imagine we stamp the saying here. And we are going to seal this up. But I learned from experience, don't seal the edges because then this piece won't move freely. We are just going to close it up using some of the ribbon. I am using the Pear Pizzazz Shimmery ribbon because Pear Pizzazz is in the DSP. And it's the ribbon that'll hold it closed here. Okay, so let's cut this down here. And you kind of need like 4 hands, which I don't have right now, but you can kind of tie a little knot. I try to hold that in place because we want it tight enough to hold that piece in place, but we don't want it too loose, otherwise it will be flippy, like it'll just be too, it won't hold the insert well in place and it'll look a little bit messy. So I'm just trying to do some acrobatics here, keep that down. There we go. Okay, and just do a little knot. Trim the edges. I love this shimmery ribbon. Let me hold it up so you can see how it shimmers and shines. It comes in all different colors. I've also been using the black shimmer a lot lately. Okay, ta-da, there you go. So it is now perfect for putting a gift card inside and blessing someone's day. Okay, and I'm going to show you where I got this idea. It was from my friend Sandy Carlson. This was a swap card I received from her, and she used the Mary Patterns Designer Series paper in the annual catalog. And this stamp, believe it or not, is from the Foxy Friend stamp set, which is not a Christmas set at all, but worked perfectly on this card, and she used it as a Christmas gift card holder. So there you go. There's a couple of ideas there, and I hope you had fun watching. Thanks for joining in. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, or you need any supplies, you can head to my online store. Just go to my website at www.genevieve.stampinup.net. You can hit shop now and browse everything that's available, and hopefully there should be a link in the description of the YouTube channel as well. Okay, take care. Have a great day. Bye for now.